Greetings. Today is Friday, May 10th, 2024, and in today's video I'm going to show you why we do not believe that you should let the tax tail wag the investment dog. Also, in last week's monthly market monologue, I included a short stop-motion video from our 10-year-old son, and we got a lot of positive feedback from that little video, and he loved the accolades. So Teddy decided to shoot another stop-motion video. This is an update on the adventures of Paul. I think you'll like that. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with Hicks Associates Wealth Management, we serve individuals and families by proactively managing their investment portfolio. Our active management approach is designed to minimize drawdowns while capturing upside momentum. If you'd like to learn more, just visit our brand new redesigned website, hicks-associates.com. Click one of the blue buttons to schedule a call, and we would be happy to see if we can't be of assistance to you. So now let's walk through this example about why we do not believe it is appropriate to let the tax tail wag the investment dog. Now, to set the backstory, a client of ours recently had to take over as power of attorney and trustee for a family member who has become mentally incapacitated. So neither us nor the client has been in control of this particular portfolio. But in getting the portfolio kind of cleaned up and set in a more appropriate position for the individual who's been mentally incapacitated, we had to realize some capital gains and losses. And at a certain point, the client that is now in control decided that, hey, we've realized enough capital gains. I don't want to realize any more capital gains, because they knew what the tax bill was going to be, because for the most part, the capital gains tax is a flat tax. With some notable exceptions, and happy to chat with you about that. However, we still don't want to let the tax tail wag the investment dog. And so this is the example. On the screen right now is one of the stocks that was in this investment portfolio. And like most stocks in the U.S. stock market in 2022, this stock was in a significant drawdown. In 2023, like most stocks in the U.S. stock market, this stock really struggled to recover. Like most stocks in the U.S. stock market, late 2023, the stock was able to finally break through the 200-day moving average, this black line. Now, our client did not take over as power of attorney and trustee for their family member until early 2024. So this is about when we started consulting with our client about all of the positions in this particular portfolio. And as I already mentioned, we did have to realize some capital gains and losses to get the portfolio cleaned up, to create some cash, etc. This particular stock is one that we decided to hold because it was beginning to recover. And so when we're beginning to consult with the client, this stock is beginning to recover. So we agreed we're going to hold this. However, we're going to set up some alerts in our system. So as the stock starts to wiggle, if it starts to drop, we're going to call the client and say, hey, I know you wanted to stop paying capital gains taxes. I know you didn't want to realize any more capital gains, but this stock is correcting. Are you still sure you want to hold on to this? That was the game plan. And so that's what we were doing. Now, fast forward just a little bit. This is now the chart from last week. So again, this is the beginning of 2024. The stock is recovering. We agree with the client. We're going to hold this stock, but we're going to set up some alerts. But when we set up an alert, we tend to set them fairly tight. And so we're calling this client around this time period to say the stock is falling, the stock is correcting again, and you can see the stock was down about 15%. However, the client still indicated, hey, I've paid enough capital gains taxes this year. I don't want to realize any more capital gains. So we set the alert per the client's instruction pretty far away. And you can see in a single day, this stock dropped 26%. Alert went off, we called the client, and we agreed, hey, when a stock moves like that in a single day, that is not a good sign. So we agreed to go ahead and sell and get out of this particular position. But here's a lesson. Prior to this particular month, this client's portfolio, this client's position was up $16,000. This stock had a $16,000 gain at the beginning of this month. As a result of allowing the tax tail to wag the investment dog, this turned into a $4,000 loss. That is a simple example about why we do not believe we should let the tax tail wag the investment dog. Ultimately, sometimes it makes more sense to go ahead and pay an additional capital gains tax while you have the capital gain. as opposed to allowing that capital gain to turn into a capital loss. That said, before we close, I do want to show you the latest stop motion video from our 10-year-old son. We hope you enjoy it. And until next time, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.